am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Top of the morning to you. I am Man in this Man and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Yes, today is the day when we continue our World Cup preview show. Yes, we have been previewing the World Cup zones and we're going to be doing that this morning. We're going to be giving you some other sporting headlines, making it today. And we're also going to be talking to you about some schoolboy football, DaCosta Cup. And then later this evening, we'll give you some update on the Manning Cup. All right. It's a new week. It's a public holiday here in Jamaica. It is Heroes Day, when we remember the legacy of our national heroes and the heroine Nanny. And many persons are awarded on this day in Jamaica for heroic acts that they would have done or performed in the benefit of others. And so big holiday, well celebrated. At the same time, there are many parties all across Jamaica. And if you live in the region that I'm in, I'm telling you, you know, yeah. You have that going on, man. Parties like, whoa, I wonder where people get all the monies that they have to spend on all of these parties, and yet we complain that economically things are so tough and difficult. All right, but we always want to take some time out to stop and pause and give thanks for life. We have life and we're forever grateful for that. We didn't have to be alive, but we are here. We made it into a next week. We are alive on the 17th of October 2022. And I think when you think about all the things you probably have been through in life, you realize that you are not where you started, though you're not where you want to be, but you continue to make daily progress. You're better today, I bet, than you were 10 years ago. You know, I think about my own life and some of the difficulties and struggles that I had as a youngster growing up, how I had to fight through university and the sacrifices and the hardship. And I look at where I'm at today, and I'm forever grateful. And there are many more stories like mine. And so I am always grateful that I've made it this far. We live in a culture where most of our young people, men in particular, they don't make it past 35. Many don't get to end the calendar in terms of the amount of days in in a month, the maximum amount of days, which is 31. They don't make it past that, right? But we are here, so we have to give thanks. You understand me? We have to give thanks for that. So you just say, boy, Lord, thank you for life. You understand me? Thank God for your family. Maybe you don't have a good relationship with your father or your mother, but hey, listen, they're the reason why you're here. You understand me? Maybe they didn't give you the kind of support that you wanted, but still, show them love. Show your family love. You understand me? I mean, I know friendships are important, but never forsake your family. You understand me? Family is always important and needed. And if you have kids, spend some time with your kids and teach them the right way. We're living in a very cruel world, but still we must impact and impart proper, solid moral and ethical values to our loved ones. All right. So I just want to take a few minutes of our time to encourage you in that today. All right. Now moving right along. All right. Moving right along. Let me just get into this as well. We have a video that we want to show you, but let me big up the sponsors first. The sponsors of this video, they are Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. You can call them at 876-884-7390. Prestige Finance is located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica. They're offering you loans of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. There's no processing fee. There is same day processing, and at Prestige Finance, it's only 0 to 4% interest rate. All right, so make sure you check out Prestige Finance. All right, also to Launch Legacy. At Launch Legacy, they handle risk and they seek legacy for all your personal insurance need in Canada and the USA. Visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com, or you can call our text Launch Legacy at 647-989-0782. At Launch Legacy, that's the place where when you stop working for money, Launch Legacy will get your money to start working for you. Just for the footballing fans, let me share with you a couple of things. Mr. Andrew Sewell, big up yourself. He is the goalkeeper coach, one of the good ones in Jamaica. I understand that he has been appointed as the under-17 goalkeeper coach. Very good goalkeeper. He coaches there at Waterhouse, and I think he works with a couple of schools, including St. George's College. So congratulations on that. He was a part of the under-20 team setup with Connor Boyce Clark and those other goalkeepers that recently participated in the qualifiers that unfortunately the Jamaican team did not advance in that competition. Big up to everyone here in the comment section. Again, happy Heroes Day to all of you here locally celebrating this public holiday. Triple E, Duckland Stennett, King Jav, Tuffy Rudy, Paul Watkins, the man from York Castle. Ever big now, yeah. Oh, when you're gonna share your story, coach, need to do the interview. Yeah, you say we need to share my story. They have heard my story, man. They don't know the battles and things. They know the story. They know a lot of them know the story. It wasn't always easy, but we give thanks. You understand me? Yeah, we definitely have to give thanks. I personally have someone that was in coma for 10 days in 2013. Doctor told family he wouldn't make it. He's still alive. Yeah, man. Jarvis. People, Jarvis then at Jamaica, Jarvis and Rowan. Jarvis in Jamaica. Jarvis, you can't leave this time. I will not link up, We're too close to not link up, bro. So we have to work it out. All right? You understand me? No, Tuffy Rudy. We're playing against Charlie Mount, man. We're good, man. We're good. We're good. Trust me. Charlie Mount, we're knocking out Charlie Mount easy. We're good, man. We're good. I want to speak on that, But big up Fresh God, Jason, Roderick. All right. I want to speak on that a little before I get into. Yes, Rob Smith. Yes, that man to faith. What do you call me? 2 AM AC specialist, double agent, two face. Oh, want to give me so much name. Boy, the man, them the easy and around to beat me, but blessings, man. Always like the little fun and banter. It's good, you know. You know, a little laughter is good. You understand me? We have to live in love and peace, and that is what laughter does. But let me say this, right? I think ISSA have to and again, I understand what ISSA is doing. There's a time when people used to play football and not do their schoolwork. There's a time when kids used to play football back in the days and not go to school. And this whole heap of what, Ryan? One new channel this again? New channel this again? Ryan Sports Classic, man, be a channel, you know. Man, open my network, right? Unless it was changed. I think we're playing. If it was the quartet, it wouldn't be any problem. But we are the fourth, up to the one that I saw last night. Mannings was the fourth ranked team. And so because we are the fourth ranked team, I'll put that up for you to see. But let me just say this, right? While I completely understand what ISSA is trying to do, I think sometimes the rules that are imposed, and I keep on saying this, it hurts the people who are not trying to break the rule, and the people who were abusing the system still find a way to do it. Let me say it again. Number one, the rules are necessary, but too often the rules that are implemented, the people who they are seeking to stop still go ahead with what they want to do. Because if people are shaped and set to act a particular way, they will find a new way of doing it. All right? You understand that? All right. That's number one. So there is this whole rule that ISSA was trying to, impose about transfer. So when you have, however, here's my point. When you have a player in a school whose disciplinary record at the school is good, who, say for example, a man is coming from school D and he goes to school C. In school, when he was allowed to attend high school, he had some learning challenges and difficulties. Because of his sporting exploit, he's given an opportunity to go to school E. He fits within the transfer guidelines. In other words, he's part of the 3 transfers. However, he has never given any disciplinary issues at school. His attendance is perfect. When he came into school C, his grades were, say, 20. Now his grades are 40. It's still considered failure, but where he's coming from, because remember, a lot of these kids, they are placed, it is called the exam, the PEP exam is a placement exam. So whether or not they have a certain level of education, they are placed in the schools. I think ISSA must reconsider how they deal with matters like that. I think what they have to do is look at, has this person moved from where they were and gone up higher? In the cases where the persons have gone backwards, I can understand the imposing of the rule. But where the person has done better, though they still may not be at the highest level, then you have to reconsider. And I think, again, while I understand the ISSA rule, I think the persons who they really want the rule to affect are not being affected by the rules. And many young men, in particular, are being disenfranchised by this rule. And here is what is happening. These young men are leaving school, right, to pick up other activities that are not good for society in general. Whether we believe it or not, many young men, they go to school because it provides them with an opportunity to play football. ISSA must find a way of facilitating those persons who are making an effort, who have good disciplinary records in their schools, good attendance record, even if mentally they are not able to matriculate to a certain percentage. It must be considered. You can't treat everyone the same way because not everyone is at the same place. That's my position. And again, I will say rules are important, but rules too often, the idea we have that the good must suffer for the bad, is we need to reconsider that in the implementing of rules and regulation. We must have a more equitable way of fixing issues. And maybe they need to get some persons in positions of greater influence outside of the principals to draft some sort of program documentation to deal with matters like this. All right. So I just want to say that up front. All right. And leave that there. All right. Bless up Carl Cavalier and Damian Carradas, who just jump in. Ryan, bless up again. Ryan LFC in the building. Name Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Hey, listen, people. Let me just go to the Liverpool City game. Remember, I was on my platform and all Liverpool fans calling and were beating me. And I told them that Milner was going to start and Liverpool was going to win. All right. Hey, management crystal ball working again. I'll remove the dirt from it. You understand me? But I want to share this video with you. So here we go. Just look at it and then.
This Heroes Day, Monday, October 17, PFJL presents the Boom El Clasico in association with the Bells Lady Memorial at the Anthony Sports Complex. Come see St. George's College Old Boys take on Christian Ambassadors at 3:30 p.m. Celebrities Invitational versus a Masters Invitational team at 5 p.m. before the big Boom El Clasico clash as the Junglists Arne Gardens tackle Waterhouse at 6:45 p.m. Tickets on sale at the venue and select Boom retail outlets. Adults $1,000, children under 12 $500. Brought to you by Boom Energy Drink, Bigger and Water.
All right. So that is this evening. All right. That is this evening. All right. For the person who was asking. So the games are actually this evening. All right. So make sure you go out and support them. You're right. Out and support them. All right. So for those of you have not heard some of the big results. Right. Let me say this, right? So let me just get rules in Jamaica means it's a stranglehold around person's neck. Jamaica doesn't use rules as guidelines. In Jamaica, it's a shackle. I can understand that they are Cobra. But KW Media is saying, I agree with ISSA regrades. I even think it is too lenient. It should be 5 subjects at 55. Getting 4 subjects at 45 isn't beneficial for the student. We forget that they are students before athletes. All right. That is what you believe, KW Media, and I totally understand. But a lot of these persons are athletes because they want to be professional athletes. They want to be athletes before they are students. But there is no place in Jamaica, like, let me tell you this. I believe that if you want to be what they call a cabinet maker, there should be specialized schools that by the time you are 14, you can go there and stop doing. Your parents can send you to a school that helps you to build cabinet instead of going through the formal educational system. In the same way, if a person is a footballer, just like you have Mount Pleasant, there should be places like that where the emphasis is on harnessing your footballing skills. When you take a person who wants to play football and is focused on that and try to bring him through the formal educational system, and he has a problem learning, and you put a requirement on him without looking at whether or not he is improving. Follow me? Because remember, I am saying that a lot of these kids come into school averaging 10 and 15. If they get in, watch this, to the school, then you can't put a restriction on them moving up when they were struggling before they got to the school. So what you need to do is to say, listen, you cannot come into any of our ISSA schools if you're averaging below this. You can't bring them in the school with those low averages and then put a restriction on them. That is the issue I have with it. And you have to measure each child, I think, by themselves. All right? All right. Monies, make sure y'all get paid for running that arena. No free. All right, all right. Jason is the manager of the channel, and if he says that, then we need to look at doing it. All right, boss. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. It's really just supporting a worthy cause, But now that you mention it, we need to put in a word. I'm going to tell him to write here, Jason. All right. All right. I see Alex saying check my WhatsApp. Rob Smith, give thanks, my brother. I strongly believe in prayers. Wish your son all the best, and you continue strong and keep praying. Even management, I'll keep you guys in prayers. Amen. That's what you mean, man. Definitely, Rob. Definitely, definitely. This is where the divide will come, man. Schoolboy football versus actually academy. Yeah, and this is it, actual academy. And this is what I'm saying, because we don't have the kind of system that does that. What you're going to find is, for example, Usain Bolt wasn't a brilliant student. He wasn't like averaging 90s and getting 6 and 10 and 8 CXCs. Chris Taylor wasn't one of those students as well. So are we doing justice to kids when we tell them you have to get certain amount of subjects? When those kids have a certain leaning, you understand me? Here's what I think. I remember when I was doing my postgrad studies, what they did, they asked me, where do you want to go in terms of the area ministry? And they tailor-made the curriculum with credits, enough credits for me to qualify for the degree, right? But the curriculum was tailor-made based on my leaning. I think we have to begin to look at making schools, or some schools, more tailor-made to help how, right? Right? To help how things are. Anyways, people with the Akubra, the JPL people ask us to help them promote it and push it, man. You understand me? So we're just helping them out. It's JPL we're working with. It's just a one-off thing, man. So we bless up. We understand me. But yeah, but appreciate it though, right? You understand me, people. So that's what I'm saying. Because we don't have tailor-made system to develop the guys who are good in cricket, good in football, good in track and field, to put restrictions on them, because there's a great learning deficit with a lot of the kids. That's all I'm saying. All right. No, schools don't do that, And I had a very interesting discussion in this. All right. In a group that I'm at. Let me tell you what schools do. Up to third form, you do around 13 to 14 subjects. Then you get to pick if you're going to business, art, science, all of that in third form, and then you branch off in those areas. Do you know that a lot of us, even when you completed, if you go to sixth form, you weren't even sure what you were going to do until you got into university. Some of us, we got into university and we still are not working in that field. Schools don't do metal work again and those things. So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, and again, remember, I'm speaking specifically to some kids who have some learning challenges. There are kids who have some learning challenges, right? And with those learning challenges, you have to do something to help them. All right, people, I'm going to also show you and I know you're saying that because we have a lot of subscribers always giving me information. I know they're supposed to be the World Cup shirt, but just bear with me. I'm going to show you now what the jerseys look like for the JPL, so you can see if you want a copy of them. All right, these are the, let me just see if I can go here. Very nice jerseys, I'm telling you. You don't have to go to You don't have to buy a Premier League jersey from overseas, right? You can buy it. Hey, KW Media, I'd love for you and I to come on and talk about this. You understand me? I will say it again. KW Media. I work with kids. I work with kids, right? And I take a lot of kids who, when they were finishing primary school, I have to get them because they didn't do anything, but they are very good at football. They can't even pass the basic pep stuff. Those kids get placed into high school. Remember, they couldn't even pass pep. They can't pass any. They have learning disabilities, and there are not enough specialized teachers in the schools to help them with their learning disabilities. And so they get placed into high schools. And then when they get placed into high schools, nobody looks at, when this child came in, they were averaging 20%. Now they are at 38. What they're saying is that you're still failing. Yes, they're still failing, but for a person who had a learning disability to move from 20 to 38 is a big thing. And the one thing that they do well is probably play football or play cricket. And then we are saying to them, they can't. You understand me? So I think it's a good discussion, but let me show you something because I have something here to show you. All of you have been asking about JPL gears and stuff. Listen, I'm going to show you what the team gears look like, and you can go and get yours. All right, you can go and get yours. So let's see if we can go and get that. Right? Not sure if it is clear enough. You see the Tivoli Gardens one. You see Portmore United there. You see there are two Portmore United jerseys, home and away. You see Tivoli Gardens have two, home and away. Are you seeing it? Hold on. Oh no. All right. Yeah. So let me do it this way. Bam. All right. So make sure you're seeing them. All right. So let's go back here. All right. So there you go. So let's go from top, right? So that's Mullines United. They have a home and away kit. Then you have Mobile United, home and away. And the can't ball now, and the jersey them look nice. Yeah, home and away. All right. I guess the picture is not the best. You understand me? You have Portmore United and Tivoli Gardens, home and away. All right. Then you have Dumby Holden FC and Cavaliers, home and away kits. All right. Then you have Mount Pleasant, home and away kit. Falkland. The Falkland jersey, them look bad. You almost look like Cornwall College, don't? Cornwall College, yeah. So many blue jerseys and white. Oh my Lord, home and away. All right. So those are some of the team jerseys that we have. I think, is there some more? Yeah. Those are the ones that we have here to show. Yeah, those are they. So yeah, you can go and pick up your jerseys, you know. Yeah, let me see if I have any more. Yeah, man, we're supposed to have some. Whatever. I'm not seeing the rest of them. What's going on? Hold on there. Something wrong with my picture here. All right, so let's see if I can. Oh, I don't know. I'm not seeing all of them people. So, oh, there you go. Yeah. See there now. Oh, Harbor View have a Waterhouse. The Waterhouse jersey look nice, don't it? Yeah. Nice. So there you go, Waterhouse and Harbor View. Nice. You understand me? So what you think, people? What you think about the jersey? The JPL stepping up their game. They are available. The jerseys are available on the website. What's the name of the site again? Remember the J. You can go to admiralsports.com. I think you can get it there. Where's Augustown jersey? Augustown not in JPL, Dima. What? Yeah, yeah. So the jerseys look nice. Yeah, yeah. Kirk says the best jersey not present. No Chapperton Maroons. I don't know. I don't. Let me see if I have Chapperton Maroons. I'm not seeing the Chapperton Maroons on mine. I only had Harborview Waterhouse, Mullines, Mobie, Portmore, Tivoli, Dumby Holden, Cavaliers, Mount Pleasant. I don't know. Hopefully by the show end, I can get I can get some more. I can get some more pics to show you. All right, I can get some more pics to show you. All right, let me see. I don't know. Let's see if I can get some more pics and show you. But those are the ones that I have right now. So those are the ones that I can, you know, yeah. And yes, they deliver to your door, Demo. Remember that is what Owen. Once you order, they will get it directly to you. Yeah, yeah. So that's a good news. But some very nice jersey, and they are the Admiral brand, and so that is also good. They are the Admiral brand as well. All right. They are the Admiral brand. All right. So yeah. So nice. I like how the JPL is moving, how things are going, and that is some good bit of news. All right. So so remember this evening as well is the Boom Classic. Man is the negative to not set a standard grade level for our student. At least if a student don't make it pros and get a college scholarship, he struggles with SAT because they are behind. All right. So the kids that I am talking will not be able to pass any SAT things. They are going to these are the kids who are going to leave school with the best effort at the school with one or two subjects. They either have to go into be playing football or take some other career path. So for those kids, I'm saying let them learn some very basic stuff. And folk, remember, I am not saying the rule must be removed. I am saying how the rule is applied, it must take into consideration a child who came into the school averaging 10%. Are with learning disabilities. I know earlier up, Sir Richards said that the school does allow for that. The ISSA makes provisions for that, which is good. So don't get me wrong. I think the rule of the 45 in 4 subject, I think that is important and that must be kept. How it is applied, I don't think it should be generalized across the board for all kids in all schools. Excuse me. Do you know that some of the better teachers don't teach in some of the schools that need the most help? The better teachers oftentimes want to go to the more traditional, bigger schools. So you have these problems in the schooling system that it again, the rule is good. The rule is good. However, we must be careful that, I think someone said it earlier, that a rule should not shackle a person, but the rule should be set so a person can, especially young people, they can achieve their maximum potential while operating within a certain guidelines. All right. The jerseys will be available on October the 23rd. That's what they said when the league starts. Then that's the day when the jerseys will be available. And like I said, before the show ends, I'll try my best to get the other team jerseys. Yeah. See, somebody saying it like, Mannings, with the ISSA rule, a lot will have to change in order for this to be effective. Teacher-student ratio would have to change. Teaching aid will be necessary. Academic and sports differ. Absolutely. So I think there's other things that must be added. You're absolutely right, Jason. There are some other things that must be done to do it. That's all I'm saying. You understand me? My name's man. Which school are you connected to? You know that you can say Calabar on Mannings, but I help a lot of youths, in schools. I help them. Like I said, I've taken kids who were struggling, get them into high school and watch them come through the system. I've helped kids move from high school into university. And I know that there are some kids that they're either going to take up football or they're going to work in a hotel at a certain level because they are not at the place where they're going to get many subjects just because at how they learn. Because our schools are not tailor-made at the foundational levels to help them based on their learning, the way of learning. Because you have different ways that people learn. So we don't have a system that a class at the basic school level, for example, that has only 10 kids in it with an assistant teacher that takes that child to help them. We don't have that. And so because we don't have that, that child go not be learning anything. They get into primary school because remember, you don't graduate from, you don't pass an exam from basic school to go to primary school. You're going to go to primary school. And remember, PEP is a placement exam. So all kids get placed in a high school after PEP. So that's all I'm saying. The rule is important. The rule is important, but how the rule is administrated is what I think we need to look at. Listen, there are many, many youngsters who are out of school because some rules have prevented them from playing this season. And the truth is, I'm not blaming ISSA alone, but if they had the option of playing football, they would still be in school. The truth is, and I know we're going to say, well, them need to be wiser. Some of these same young men can end up being gunmen or whatever. Some may turn out to be good, but because of not having the opportunity to play sport, they give up on it and turn to other things. That's all I'm saying. But ISSA is doing a good job. I like the fact that they have reined in some schools in terms of the transfer. That's excellent because I think that whole system was being abused. I'm glad that they have done that. And some schools have, and what is happening now, though, unfortunately, is that it is not the schools who get affected, So a lot of these schools, you don't know this, A lot of schools had brought in many kids, and now the kids can't play. And if the kids leave and go to a next school, they still can't play. So there is also a next group of kids who, because of the ISSA rule, they will not be able to do any sports again in any school, because they have gone through a couple of transfers. And the school that they go to, they have been hit by the ISSA rule. Duclan is saying that the problem is people are dependent on ISSA to change. That is not going to happen. But what is required is a new school that focuses on vocational training and sports. It's a good. Yep, there you go. There you go. I think so, Duclan. I think people need to begin to create more specialized schools that gets ISSA membership. So here's a good example. ISSA, like Mount Pleasant, has to basically shut down their school, Well, it's not shut down, but what Mount Pleasant had to do, because Mount Pleasant said, okay, we're going to focus on the kids who want to play football, and we're going to have specialized teachers for them. Mount Pleasant was not given membership in ISSA, because for you to get membership in ISSA, the government has to fund you. Mount Pleasant was not being funded by the government. So Mount Pleasant could only play against as a private institution. And they felt like it was a waste of time because they are better than all the private schools. They wanted to play in Manning and DaCosta Cup. So here's what now. Mount Pleasant has to be sending back all of the kids back to high school because the youth want to play football. But ISSA said Mount Pleasant cannot play in their competition because they don't have ISSA membership because they're a private institution. So now a lot of them are at York Castle. Like they have become like York Castle sixth form are part of it. And the rest of them are all over the place. So I would not be surprised if in terms of an academy, Mount Pleasant shuts down in Jamaica, but still operate a football club because there's no point in being the only academy functioning that way in Jamaica because there's no academy league, number one, and you cannot be a part of ISSA system, number two. So what is the purpose of taking people's 12 and 13-year-old to bring them to your school? I think even those things need to be looked at. Why couldn't Mount Pleasant play in Manning Cup or DaCosta Cup? Or create some academy league. So when you say to the kids then, go to a school that focuses on football, that school is not allowed to play in any ISSA competition. So it's a little bit, I don't know, man, but it is what it is. But good discussion. Good discussion. It's not just Kevin Wilson alone. You have listen, there are Mount Pleasant players, former Mount Pleasant players, in so many schools because almost every one of the students at Mount Pleasant have basically left or they are going somewhere else. So that has to be looked at. And Jason is saying that is point exactly. You build a school focus on football alone. They are going to say you are too good to play in this football competition against them because they're a football in school. So either way, the system is the system needs some needs a better way of applying the well-intended rules that they have. That's all I'm saying. Could one solution be to grade these schools in tiers 4? Kids with difficulty can be funneled to schools that facilitate their style of life. Yeah, or you could put the schools in D1 school and D2 schools. Do it like the American college system. So listen, all right, so you have Division 1 schools. Because your schools have the better teachers, because we used to have that, We used to have that, and people thought it was unfair. Remember, you had what they call secondary schools, and secondary schools are really for the kids who couldn't pass common entrance. Devante Hodges is at Clarendon College. All right, I think we have a call coming in, so let's take this call. Hey, caller, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. You're live on here.
Yeah, man, man.
I am here, man. Who do we have online? Look.
Ron.
Yeah, man. Ron, man.
Yeah,
man. Go ahead.
I just caught a part of your conversation while driving, and I said, Miguel, to do something. I'm not the most technical person when it comes to football still, but I love the game like the rest of it. But we said just now with Mount Pleasant still, but is Mount Pleasant would you classify it as a school?
It is a school because
what are the characteristics that
the kids do the same curriculum that they do in the high schools, and they all take CXCs and stuff. CSEC.
Okay.
So the same curriculum that our high school kids use is the same curriculum that Mount Pleasant uses. They teach the same thing. It's just that they have their own, it's living, so the kids are able to play more football right throughout the year because they don't participate in every sport. They just do football. So when the proper high schools have to do track and field and netball and all of that, Mount Pleasant right throughout the year does football, but it is the same curriculum in terms of education that they have and do there.
Okay. So what is it that disqualifies them from entering.
Well, apparently, how the school system works, all right, how the system work is if for you to be ISSA member school, yeah, apparently you have to get government funding. The government has to be, it has to be a government funded school.
That's the only criteria. I mean,
yeah, to be in ISSA, that's one of the primary criteria. You have to be, and they are not.
Because aren't other high schools in Jamaica private high schools that would be a part of it?
No private high school no private high school participates. Remember, like all Hillel and those schools. That is why Hydel had to change, and be government running now. Because remember, Hydel at one point could not participate in any ISSA competition either. And school like Bel Air, they had to change and become more government.
That's unfortunate. Okay, I appreciate the clarity, my brother.
Yeah, man. So you're enjoying the island so far?
Island?
You're not on the island yet? Okay. All right.
No, brother.
All right, best up run.
Yeah, man.
All right, awesome. Yes, so yeah. Church at Manningsman, ask the persons who subscribe to my Instagram if they got their credits. All right, this is Gunner's boss, right? Remember, Gunner's boss says every person who had gone over to his Instagram last week, from Jamaica, he would give them $1,000 worth of credit. All right, so he's asking, I don't know who subscribed, but he wants to make sure that you got your credit. If not, you need to say you didn't get your credit. And then I think you have to go there and DM him and stuff. But Gunner's boss, I don't know how to explain it, so yeah. Professor says, I am sure sports ISSA will not change to please no one. So that will never happen. Upbeat says, I think with our crime issue in our society, we need to try and get all the kids in school. However, the school needs to be aware that some of the richest people in the world got their wealth from sport. Good point. Anthony Christie says, why Mount Pleasant can play its D Cup? It's a school. Yeah, remember I said Mount Pleasant Academy is different from Mount Pleasant Football Club. They have a school that people go like regular schools. Hold on. So, yeah. All right. So, yes, I remember very well that that's the issue in a request to appease just a change with no basics. They just make all schools high schools. So, is it a problem to return to that? No, I think not. Which is moving them from high school to secondary school. Man, when the EPL review start, we want remind Fresh God and the rest. But what if Liverpool win? No, remember, Fresh God did say, him no business. Fresh God did turn on and say, him no business. You understand? Fresh God is where is one done? Is one done we need to talk to? Bert, is one done we need to talk to, because Fresh God we say him really no business because he's a Manchester United follower. But I want to hear from Demo, because Demo is a Liverpool man, and I told Demo that Milner was going to start. The man them start talk to me how Phil Foden dealt with Milner last time, and a Gomez blah blah blah. Demo, the Liverpool man, came on the show and said that Liverpool are going to draw the game at best because of Anfield. I mean, say Liverpool have beat City. And I'm an Arsenal supporter. Them man them want to hear from, because me not hear from them, Me don't know what go on. Them in hiding. Them in hiding. Them in hiding. I don't know why. Them hiding. You understand me? They are hiding. When you come out of hiding and come talk. One say, United fan, and I don't rate neither team. Man, we are seeing a clear conflict brewing between ISSA and potential football academies in the country. Yeah. So I think that is going to be the issue. They have to find out, unless the solution would be to have an academy competition. So like teams like Mount Pleasant and maybe like a Phoenix can be an official academy with kids going to school. I can remember Phoenix camp is not a full-fledged academy, you know, because the kids still go to school. But maybe Phoenix need to move to having a live-in academy. You understand me? What that means is that they actually can play like Mount Pleasant. And you probably find an next 14 and you play a 16-team academy competition. I don't know. And you separate that from your Manning Cup and DaCosta Cup. And what you can do is that at the end of the season, you have like a combined competition where you play probably a top 4 Manning Cup, top 4 DaCosta Cup versus the top 4 academy teams called the champions of champions. You might say me had other motives. You're predicting a draw was rational, and me have other motives. What other motives did I have? Duckland, Demo, what other motives? But let me just go over a couple of the big games this weekend, right? One, Barcelona needs to fix their defense. Barcelona conceding too many goals. They lost to Real Madrid 3-1. And people, I don't know, Karim Benzema, I don't know. If Karim Benzema gets called up for France World Cup squad, France winning this World Cup, the man is a beast. Karim Benzema is one of the best goal scorers in this generation. Goal scorers, natural goal scorers. The man is very good. He has been consistent throughout his career. And big forward. I haven't always given him his props, but he's one of the best in his time. Karim Benzema. Big baller, man. And he must be given a lot of ratings. All right? Other big games. The Ballon d'Or going on now. Karim Benzema must win the Ballon d'Or, man. Who won? Karim Benzema? Karim Benzema must win the Ballon d'Or, man. It would be, if him don't win it now, him not win it again. Benzema have to win it, man. I mean, I rate Salah, but Benzema needs to get, honestly. Yeah. And I know because Salah helps Egypt more than Benzema does for France, that may tip the balance in favor of Salah. But on club football, Benzema won the Champions League, you know, for Real Madrid, you know, and won La Liga, you know. So, Jason, when you come on to Real Madrid, I'm not taking none of your opinion. Jason, when you come on to Real Madrid, I want to hear nothing from Jason about Real Madrid. You understand me? If he could select the entire Real Madrid team, he would. Yeah, you understand me, son. No comment, taking no comments from you concerning that. But other big games was Manchester United versus Newcastle. And I did say that game was going to draw 1-1, but it was 0-0. I think Cranky had said that Manchester was going to win. All right. I think Manchester finds it hard to break down teams that play a deeper line and don't try to press them up the field. And they're going to have to sort that out. Oh, you said the whole world expect Benzema to win? All right, we'll see then. Hold on, what this man saying? Fresh God, Man U and Monaco mash up my 2.5 million ticket by not winning. What you saying, Peso? If Manchester United had won and Monaco had won, you'd have won 2.5 million? Really? I said, I'm betting thing you're serious. $2.5 million? Whoa. Yeah. Well, coach. Oh, Jason says, man, remember me laugh at Ryan on your program when he said Liverpool was winning the UEFA Champions League. You know, yeah. Then Newcastle is well, coach. Them give team. Oh, give how his props. Yeah. Eddie Howe is a good coach. What about Mane? Mane's man. Yeah, you know that I could see Mane doing it because remember Mane won the African Cup of Nation defeating Egypt, and they also qualified for the World Cup, defeating Egypt. But I think, to be fair to Salah, Salah had a better season at Liverpool than Mane had. All right, but I think Benzema is the clear favorite. You understand me? I think he's the clear favorite. All right, so Manchester United tied with Newcastle, Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. There are some midweek games, so we're going to have a show, and later we're going to get more in-depth in this. But the other big game was a Liverpool versus Manchester United game. Very interesting game. There was some controversy in that game with a goal that was scored by City that was called back because of foul way upfield, which is the normal thing. I mean, I don't think anybody can really argue that, because really and truly, you can play the advantage, but if it leads to a goal, that is the rule. And so nobody can say Liverpool got some sort of advantage. It is the rule, and the rule must be followed. But as bad as VAR, the persons who operate VAR and some of the VAR decisions goes against your team, I really believe that for the most part, VAR has helped to make some of the decisions in football better. All right? I don't know. I just think this loss, is, I think the players did well. Good game. And I think on the balance of play, in my opinion, I watched the game, Liverpool deserved to have won the game on the balance of play. That is my opinion. Other people may think City needed, but I believe on the balance of play, Liverpool deserved the win. All right. Excellent clearance by Alisson. Bam, one time. Bad challenge by Cancelo. And Salah, for the second time, he got away one-on-one, and he made it count this time around because he got one before that. Edison made a brilliant save. All right. Both Brazilian goalkeepers were excellent. Made some game-changing saves at different points of the game. But for me, I think like Pep, I don't know if he just, I don't know. I just think something was wrong with Pep's thinking in terms of how he managed the game, how he worked. I don't know if there was injuries, there were some problems. Why did he set up the team the way he did? Why did he play the team? I don't know. You understand me? I really don't know. But sometimes I wonder if Pep overthinks in terms of his strategies and approaches to the game. So, that's it. And for the people who are talking about, see it, Trent not play and Liverpool win. That don't come with the nonsense, man. And stop saying Trent cannot defend. The man can defend. He may be going through a bad patch and may not be the best defender, but the man can defend. All right? But not going to have the conversation that we see again. But good. Win for Liverpool. You understand me? Good win for Liverpool. Also, Arsenal defeated Leeds. Listen, Arsenal, lucky escape. Leeds missed a penalty. Again, a decision that went to VAR. And then at the end of the game, the referee gave a red card. And a penalty again to Leeds, but VAR, when he went to the VAR, the video, people call it Varsenal, but I don't care. You understand me? But people, when he went to the video, he saw that Bamford had actually pushed over the Arsenal defender, and so it was overturned. And so, all in all, good decision. There was a lengthy power cut in that game. But good weekend. You have games coming up tomorrow as well. And, Arsenal will be off this week, but you have games coming up tomorrow. We are going, like I said, we're going to have an EPL show later. And so we're going to discuss some of those games and give you a point standing and all of that. The Arsenal Man City game has been postponed. Liverpool will play West Ham, Chelsea, and Brentford. The big game on Wednesday is Manchester United at home to Tottenham Hotspurs, right? And so that's a very big game. And then after that, it will be Chelsea at home to Manchester United on the weekend. So big 2 games coming up for Manchester United. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the coach's behavior. Let me tell you. Listen, I understand how football is. So I don't listen. Football is high intensity, man. I don't care about what coaches do as long as I'm not fighting. It's good for me. And I'm not, using racial stuff that is unacceptable and those things. And I'm not getting people's family in it. Right? But outside of that, I think coach can carry on sideline, man. That's part of the game to me. I don't, yeah. I don't, take too much into that. All right. Yeah, Pesa, I see it. Hey, Pesa, I don't understand them thing here, We can't read what upon it. Oh, so okay. So total win, 2.5 million. Yeah, managers, I agree. They spent an hour this morning blaming them for fans behaving. No, sir. I'm sure Sport check it for, yeah. Yeah. Aldine Holmes, the same thing. What's his name just say up top here now, right? Nitro. I think Pep sometimes overthink, like Klopp said. Big up Coach Minzy as well. You understand me? All right. So that is it. But good win for Liverpool. And I did tell people that Liverpool are going to rebound. This is going to be one of the toughest top 4 because Liverpool is still in it. Arsenal is going to be in it. I still don't think City is a clear favorite. Nobody can beat them to win the title. Tottenham, don't trust up, underestimate Tottenham. Chelsea is quietly doing their business, and these next 2 games that they have will prove a lot. Quietly doing their business, right? And Manchester United are slowly beginning to get things together. That's the top 6. Right there, it can go anywhere. For anybody to believe like Arsenal not going to be in it or Manchester United, I'm a realist. Any one of these 6 teams can win this. Anyone. I'm a realist. So why Arsenal fans are afraid to say they are going to win the league? Listen, I don't believe Arsenal squad is big enough or good enough to win the league. The squad. I think the starting 11 is good enough to win the league. But you don't win the league by having a good starting 11. You win the league by having good players in every position to come back in. That is where I think like a team like City has the edge over Arsenal. Chelsea have the edge over Arsenal, and even Tottenham. If Arsenal can use these 11 players right throughout the season, no injury, no fatigue, they can. That is not possible. So for me, if Arsenal wins the league, as an Arsenal fan, I would be surprised. I would be surprised. I would say, whoa, I didn't expect this. But I expect them to be in the top 4. That is my realistic expectation. That is my thing. So I set realistic expectation. All right. I don't think Pep overthink. I think he makes these surprise changes because he wants to be praised as a genius. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Listen, people, more look at the football, you know. All right. Let me give you a good example. Every one of these other teams, with the exception of Arsenal, can bring in a quality center forward. Am I right? Chelsea is probably the only one who don't have a center forward. But they have persons they can play there. For example, if they take out Aubameyang, they can play Kai Havertz. If we take out Gabriel Jesus, we have to play Eddie Nketiah. Good young player, but not there yet. Liverpool have Darwin Núñez and Jota, and they have Firmino. City have options and they can play with the false nine. Manchester United, Tottenham can use Kane, Song, or Richarlison in that position. I'm saying that Arsenal don't have that depth in there. In the defensive midfield, if Thomas Partey get injured the side last season, they don't have a CDM like Thomas Partey, close enough to him. You have Kovacic at Chelsea, and you have what's his name? Jorginho. Chelsea have cover. Loftus-Cheek, they have cover, good cover. City have Casemiro that don't even start. So call me coward, you know. Me not business the one call me coward, you know. Call me coward. Call me coward, Coach Minzy. Call me coward. So Coach Minzy, why are you afraid? Is Manchester United winning? All right. I am coward. Coach Minzy, seeing that I am coward. Manchester United not winning the league. Why you can't say Manchester United winning the Premier League, Coach Minzy? Coach Minzy, seeing that man coward, I don't want to say Arsenal win the league. Type in the comments, say Manchester United winning the league, Coach Minzy. Tell the people them Coach Minzy say Manchester United winning the league. All right? Let me see who are coward. Demo, seeing that I am a coward, right? And I'm an Arsenal fan. Demo, tell me say Liverpool will win the league, Demo. Seeing that for me to not be a coward, all I have to do is to say my team is winning the league. I want to hear you say win the league. Say your team will win the league. So if you're not saying your team winning the league, why would I be saying my team winning the league? Why me have to say my team will win the league? If you not say for team will win the league. One thing me not tell, you never hear me say, you know. You understand me? Me never go tell a man saying Arsenal cannot win the league. I said I would be surprised if they do. But my expectation, if if Manchester United was top of the table, we win in the league. You hear though? That's based off how you're playing, Manins, and the position you're in. But do you know that so far Arsenal have used the same starting 11 more than any other team in the league so far? Check it. And that is what I'm saying. That's where our strength is. If Partey goes out, Arsenal in problems. If Gabriel Jesus goes out, Arsenal in problem. If one of the center backs goes out, the only place we have good replacements in Arsenal team is right back and left back. Every other place on the Arsenal team is a place of vulnerability. So all of you are saying, the Demo is saying, if this happen, if City lose one more game and we beat West Ham and our game in hand, I'm going to say, you see, all of those things. So I just said to you, me just tell you, if the 11 players for Arsenal, without fatigue, play the rest of the league together, Arsenal winning the league. If the 11 starters can finish out the season. But I said that is not possible. You see this heap of if this and if this and if this and if this. No, sir. Just come out and see a team and win the league. United, no coward. We're not playing like Arsenal, even though we beat them. Okay, so you're saying that Arsenal playing better ball than United? We got the United fan. Here's an Arsenal fan say, "Man is money. You are perfectly right. We are not deluded like Manchester United fan. All when they are rock bottom, they always say they are the best. Delusional. We don't have the depth. So far, us Arsenal, it's doubtful." Well, before the game says, man, I disagree. Arsenal could be deeper, but it's good enough to win. All right. Here is another coach. It appears beating Arsenal will be Manchester United best achievement this year. What is the case for every team, Duckland? What is the case for every team? Let me say it again, people. I think most other squads, if you ask me to rate the Arsenal squad with the rest of the teams in the top six, man to man, I would say Arsenal has like the fifth best squad of the top six teams. Man to man, goalkeeper, centre backs, right, left, all of those things, man to man, around the fifth when they talk about squad. If you ask me about Arsenal's starting 11 compared to the starting 11 and how the teams are playing, Arsenal is second to probably City in terms of play and personnel in the starting 11. I want you to realize that every time Gabriel Martinelli gets changed off the field, Arsenal have to move around pieces. Look at the game yesterday. Arsenal started Tomiyasu at left back, and when they made the substitution, they had to bring him at right back because Ben White was coming out. The other option is Cedric. Come on now. When Party comes out, they start this guy called Sambi Lakanga. I don't know if you know this, if you follow Arsenal. Since Sambi Lakanga has played for Arsenal, he has not won one duel. Check it. He has not won one on the ground. He doesn't tackle because he's not in that position. When Saka comes off, they have to make a next adjustment. So every time Arsenal makes a change, there's no like for like change. They have to keep adjusting. But I will say this again. If it were possible for the starting 11 to play every game without fatigue, Arsenal can win the title. But because we know injuries and fatigue, it's going to be very difficult. Is it possible? Of course. But one thing I know, that we will be in the top four. That much I'm confident of, that we will be in the top four. And we are winning a trophy this year. At the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, or Europa League. But Arsenal winning a trophy this year. If not the Premier League, one of the other three that are available. You can book that, put it in your pipe and smoke it. Take it down and just bet like Travis and bet on it. So this is where I don't agree with Eric. What do you mean that Arsenal will crumble? So enjoy the good vibes. So this is very extreme position. You don't see it's a different mentality. Listen, I can tell these people, if if it were Arsenal of 2 years ago, would have lost that Leeds. I am telling you that. You see, if it was Arsenal of 2 years ago, when Firmino scored that goal and equalized, Liverpool would have won 4-2. This is a different Arsenal. You must be able to look at the games and see when a team has changed mentally. And don't be led just by our emotions. Right? Don't let your heart lead your head. TikTok changing name to the man. No, man. They have educated players that can play multiple position management. You seem to be getting bullish on the Arsenal. All right, before the game. Yeah, but they can play multiple position. But all right. Go through the City squad, the Liverpool squad, the Chelsea squad, the Tottenham squad, and tell me if you believe that from man to man, Arsenal have better players in their squad than those four squads. That's what I want to find out. Because I said that Arsenal is the fifth in terms of squad depth. I'm real. In terms of squad depth, we are around the fifth best team. Starting 11, we are 1 or 2. Definitely, Duckland. You heard it here. Screenshot it. Screen record it. Put it up somewhere so you can Google it. Google me at the end of the season. All right, but people, listen, we have gone on our thanks for all the likes. Hold on. You hit the like button yet? Yes. You hit the like button yet? Hit the like button. As we go into the last 43 minutes. All right? Hit the like button. Share the content, man. And you can always, on Heroes Day, drop a super chat for the holiday or a super sticker. Go ahead. All right? As we go into the second part. People, we have come to the big team, the World Cup winners of 2022. Brazil. Brazilo. We have come, people, to Brazil. The zone with Brazil. The zone with Brazil. Let's talk about it, people. We are here to discuss the World Cup show, and we are at Group F. Yes, Group F. Group F. We are at Group F. All right, Group F. And we are going to discuss this group that consists of Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. All right. Now, which two teams are coming out of this group? Some people say this is also a group of death. I don't think so. But who are your picks to come out of this group? Group G. Yeah, Group G. Sorry. Group G. Who is coming out of this group? Brazil and who? Because Brazil is coming out. Brazil and Switzerland. All right. Brazil and Switzerland. Who else? I need to hear what a couple more persons are saying. Who else is coming out of this group? Brazil is one. And if you don't put Brazil, I know something must be wrong with you. Management, don't take that be it with these idiots trying to draw you out to commit to foolishness. Arsenal is good, but not there yet if we don't strengthen. At least in January, we need a replacement. There you go, sir. There you go, Diakubra. Listen, if we let me just go back to that quickly. If Arsenal, because Arsenal have Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Chelsea, then we go to the World Cup break, right? If we beat Southampton, who we have next away, and then Nottingham Forest, so Chelsea lose a couple of games. We're on 33 points. You see, we draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, 34 points. We go to the World Cup, and everybody comes back fit, and Arsenal finds 2 players. Manins, man, you need to watch that video, because I'm mad, me get mad on YouTube. Me make sure that day when me come back and me see Arsenal sign somebody, me not want to take my medication. I'm mad, me get mad. All right. King Job says Brazil and anyone. Kirkrow, come on, Kirkrow, man. The man says, they're coming out, Serbia and Cameroon coming out to go their yard, not to advance. Kirkrow, what you mean? Serbia and Cameroon coming out of which zone? Them coming out to go home. And the man can really pick the Brazil not coming out, man. Mid-season title Arsenal will. All right, Jason, screenshot yourself here. Brazil and Cameroon. All right, Nitro. So we are Brazil and Switzerland, Brazil and Cameroon. All right, Brazil is favorite to win the tournament. All right, so I think Brazil has one of the stronger teams, right? What say you? One of the stronger squads. When you look at the Brazilian goalkeepers, for example, when you look at the Brazilian squad, you realize that, like I said, very, very strong. Alisson from Liverpool, Edison. Then they have, the Brazilian. They always try to bring one Brazilian goalkeeper. So is Weaverton from Palmeiras. They have Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Danilo from Juve, Alex Telles, Alexandro, Militao, Bremer, Ibanez, I think his name is, Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro, Paqueta, Fabinho, Fred, Everton, Neymar, Firmino, Vinny, Anthony, Richarlison, Rafinha, Rodrigo, Kuna, and Pedro. All right? I think a lot of people are saying that Brazil have no defense. Madness. Brazil have two of the best keepers in the world. You probably could say Alisson, the German keeper, Courtois, and Edison. Probably the 4 best keepers in the world right now, in my opinion still. Right? You have those. Thiago Silva, though Thiago Silva is old, he's still playing good at Chelsea. Marquinhos at PSG is a good centre-back. Militao at Real Madrid. Quality. Danilo, big wing-back man. And Alexandre is also good. So I don't understand how people speaking like them, Brazil weak defensively. No. All right, in midfield, people are saying that is where Brazil is weak. Casemiro and Fabinho coming back, man. You see, he played against City. Fabinho will be ready for the World Cup. And at his best, he's a top quality midfielder. They have Guimaraes, good midfielder. And they just need Paqueta. Everton is also playing some good football. All right, so, the Brazilian league comes on. You have to watch when Flamengo play. This guy named Everton, good footballer, playing some good ball. And for Vinicius Jr., I mean, on the wings, I don't know how teams are going to like attack Brazil down there and leave space behind them. Because with Anthony and Vinicius Jr. and Rafinha, Rodrigo, I mean, it is, I'm telling you, this Brazil team is deep. So I'm picking Brazil to come out of this group. I think the last team to have defeated Brazil is Argentina. You know, what a final it would be if it is Brazil versus Argentina in the final. I don't know if it is set up that they can, you know, people Liverpool say Brazil is unstoppable. Peso says Brazil and Swiss coming out. No FIFA #1 ranking team going into the World Cup has ever won it. History has shown. All right. The reason why the records are there now is so that they can be broken. Yeah. It's so that they can be broken. Yep, it's up to the coach, Nitro. Up to the coach. All right. Brazil top heavy. Left back and right end weak. And right back. Oh, right back and left back weak. I don't think so. I think Daniela a good right back. And Alexandra a good right back at Juve, man. March Madness brings increasing numbers of vasectomies. Have me wondering what percentage of football fans do the same during the World Cup finals. All right. Oh, this one is saying that can't play in finals if they both win their groups. Okay. Belgium did show up Brazil with Thiago. So let's see how it goes. All right, let's see how it goes. Bad with bad Gaza. Oh, the show later, right after the JPL game. 8 o'clock as usual. We're going to start. Manizan, Brazil is my team, but it's too easy to pick Brazil. I think it is time for a new winner, in particular an African team. So please do not underestimate Senegal. Yeah, man, but we went through that group already. We went through that Senegal group, you know. The thing is that I like Switzerland, but I'm picking Cameroon to come out of this group with Brazil. I like Switzerland. Switzerland playing some good ball. You know, the Switzerland squad has Jan Sommer, the Borussia Mönchengladbach goalkeeper, and Omlin from Montpellier. They have in defense, they have the Fulham guy called Mbabu. They have Akanji, you know, he's Swiss, at Manchester City. Rodriguez, Torino, he was at the last World Cup. Fabian Schär, Newcastle. They have him. The guy, the youth named Fuller, he plays for Nottingham Forest. Granit Xhaka is also there. Dennis Zakari, the Chelsea player, I think he's out on loan. Gabriel Sau of Eintracht Frankfurt. You know, Jordan Shaqiri was at Liverpool, good player. They also have Mbolo from Monaco, Endoy from Basel, Vargas, Augsburg. So they have some good players. You understand me? And it won't be easy. They also have this guy called Dan Endoy. He plays for Basel, the Swiss team. Oh, somebody saying that Chelsea want to terminate Zakaria contract. Okay. Yeah. Zaka does play well for the Swiss team, but yeah, and listen, I think it's between Cameroon and Switzerland who will be joining Brazil. Will be joining Brazil out of this group because the Cameroon team is also a very solid squad. I know that Eto had made some strong statements about players who did not play for them in the qualifiers, and it doesn't look like he's going to concede in terms of his possession. Yeah. The Cameroon squad, I mean, like I said, very good squad. Onana is going to probably be their number one. Inter Milan, the former Ajax goalkeeper. Right? They have this guy who played for Udinese. His name is Enzo Ibossi. Andoy, who plays for Hanover in Germany. Embuemo from Brentford. Ikambi from Lyon. Abubakar, Vincent Abubakar. I don't know what he went, but he went to play at Al Nazir in Saudi Arabia. I don't know why he did that. And Ndoku at Besiktas. So I don't know. The Cameroon team, a lot of their players, I think they moved out of the top leagues for their money, and I think that is going to affect them. So I think that's what I'm saying, that I don't know. Cameroon may struggle in this World Cup because I think too many of their players left like the leagues that they were playing in, and they went after the money and playing Turkish league and some other leagues that not doing so well now. So they could, yeah, man, a lot of the Cameroonian players, they left out of Europe and went into other places or into the main European markets for the purpose of the money. And though that can work in the qualifiers for the African nation, African Cup of Nation, I think it's a different thing when it comes down to the World Cup, and that may affect them, right? But the second place team, because Serbia is also a good team still, because Dusan Vlasovic from Juve is there, Luka Jovic of Florentina. I think he was also at wasn't he at Real Madrid? You have Mitrovic of Fulham. You have Lake of Hellas Verona. Right? You have Milankovic Savic of Lazio, big midfielder. You have Nemanja Randanovic of Torino, Kostic of Juventus, Tajic of Ajax. Them team good enough. You understand me? They have the Torino goalkeeper as well. Milankovic Savic is his name as well. But I feel like their defense is their problem. That has always been their problem. I think in defense, they're going to struggle. This one is saying from BM, I can't fault a player for looking out for their financial well-being. Remember, football is a very short and unpredictable career. Yeah, I agree with that, But I am saying that when you do that, though, you know that it affects your quality in terms of how your game progresses, and so that may affect the team. Now, man, I'm not telling a man, listen, a man needs to take care of his family first, and that's right. But when we are analyzing football now, that decision may affect your quality. That's all we are saying. But I'm not telling nobody to not go and find the money to take care of them family, because I ain't taking care of them. I ain't taking care of them. So I think because here's the thing. Here's how I see it. I think outside of Brazil, the Swiss team is the more balanced team. The Serbia team is not good defensively. They are very potent up front. The Cameroon team are very good defensively, but they struggle to score. So I am going to go Switzerland and Cameroon fighting for that final spot. If it comes down to who will be able to score more goals, I will have to go with Switzerland. I think Switzerland provides a greater goal threat than any of these other teams, with the exception of Brazil in this zone. So when I look at it that way, like, I think Cameroon, unfortunately, is one of those teams that probably going to get knocked out. I think Eto'o should have gone for Matip, although he said that, boy, Matip, he's only going to use the players that played in the qualifiers. They work for it, so they deserve to play. All right, so that is part of the challenge. But let me see. Killer Germs in the building. Killer Greens. Bless up, fam. What number Seafort and Paul Bogle seed in the DaCosta Cup? Okay, all right. Let me see if I can get that for you. Let me give you the DaCosta Cup seedings and who they will be playing. These games are scheduled to be played on Saturday. I think all the games are finished in this round, and then I have one person that we need to call and talk to who's giving out some scholarship. So I'm going to call and talk to them. So let's go to the DaCosta Cup, right? Some of these things we will go more in depth in our later show, right? All right, so let's go DaCosta Cup and tell you how this whole thing is going to go. So in the DaCosta Cup, right? Oh, okay. So somebody clarifying that Eto'o didn't say anything like that. So the story was debunked. Thanks for that clarity. All right. So that means Matip going to the World Cup because he's not naming the preliminary squad for them. So we'll see. But Garvey Massey will go up against Descartes College. Dintil will play Brownstown. Clarendon plays St. Mary Tech. Mannings plays Charlemont. This is a tough game. Stets versus Wormwood. Frome versus Malden. All right. William Knibb, Titchfield. Manchester High, Petersfield. That's a next tough game. York Castle, BB Coke is a next tough game. Paul Bogle are the 10th seed. They will play against Taki. That's going to be a tough game for Paul Bogle. Irwin plays Seafort. Irwin is the 11th ranked team. Glenmuir plays Cedric Titus. McGrath plays that Glenmuir Cedric Titus game, tough game. McGrath plays Central. Happy Grove plays Belair. And Christiana goes up against Veer. Those were the seedings. So Seafort is 22. Paul Bogle is 10th. Those are the seedings on the 15th, which was Saturday night. That was Saturday night. All right. So that's how the DaCosta Cup is shaped up in terms of who is playing who. All right. And if you look at it, so Cornwall College, the truth is Cornwall College has one game left, so, and Malden have a game left. So Cornwall College could still pass Malden. So I think some things can still change. Though they have it, it is possible that the seeding could change by the next set of results. Like Frome has, Frome, everybody in that zone has finished their fixtures. So Frome and Rossies are through. William Nib, that set of fixtures finish as well. In the Mannings group, all the games are finished. So that is how it's going to pan out. Same thing in the Stets group. All right. The group F finish as well. So most of the groups are finished in terms of the result. I think like Thompson Town and Kellits have a game to play, but that will not affect anything. Yeah. So with all group zones finished, I think only Glenmure has to play Denby High, but that don't change anything because Denby High cannot pass Central in second place. And Kemsill and Winston Jones have a game in hand, but they can't change anything in front of them. All right. So that's basically how the seedings are, is how the seedings will be. Stets will be playing home mode. So the D Cup games, like I said, the D Cup games are going to be on Saturday. And what it will be is that Saturday is the first, so it is a home and away knockout. So you play, the top seeded teams will all go away first, and then the second leg will be played at home. So like Mannings, I think, will be going to Charlemont on Saturday, and then the return game will be played at Mannings. Yes, so upbeat boss, yes, Stets playing home mode. All right, so Carl, see Bert is saying that Eto did not say any such thing, you know. He said that has been refuted. See, Bert said it up top there that Eto, the statements that were attributed to Eto, they are not really, they were debunked. All right, so people watching now, we have a call that we need to make, you know, so we're going to make a one shout out, you know. Get some important people on the program. This is about some scholarship offers that were made to some Jamaican kids. Yeah. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
It's afternoon
Yes,
now,
sir.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, people we have online, Mr. Christopher Bailey, the man them called the Admiral. And we also have on it somebody, the boatmen from the Ali Cup organizers. And, you know, they did promise that they were going to be back in Jamaica to give out some scholarships to some youngsters. They are here in Jamaica now, so welcome back to the island. The men from Excelsior, how you doing?
Good enough, man, you know.
Yeah, man.
Program, and Christopher is here in beautiful Jamaica, just enjoying ourselves, and you know, it's all about the love in the house.
Love is in the house, yeah, man, definitely. What are the plans for tomorrow? And, you know, just remind the people what tomorrow is about. And, you know, at Excelsior High School, 8 a.m. in the morning, I understand that it is being held. What will you be doing? And tell us a little bit about what tomorrow is going to be like.
Well, tomorrow we're going to fulfill all our promise that we been campaigning throughout the Ali Cup tournament that we would give 4 scholarships. But unfortunately, we think we're going to give more because we realize that more kids really in need of help and we want to keep kids them in school. So, you know, me and Christopher is just trying to just wrap this up. And we're trying to do it at our best to our ability. So tomorrow, 8 o'clock at Excelsior High School. And also reach out to the president of ISSA, you know, Mr. Keith Wellington, and he's also going to attend because he think what we are doing is something good and he want to be a part of it. So we were in St. Elizabeth Technical over the weekend to watch the derby game between Monroe and St. Elizabeth Technical. Invite us over there and sit down. And to be honest here, man is something good, great.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And so this is tomorrow at Excelsior High School. You said initially you had 4 in mind. What is the number you're looking at now in terms of person?
Well, in terms of person now, we have 6. 2 additional, awesome. Mr. Man. So being here and seeing what is going on, decide that we're gonna add 2 more students to the list. So we have 6 in total. 4 Excelsior and 2 outside of Excelsior.
Okay. You mind sharing what other school the other 2 are from, or that's something that you don't want to disclose?
Yeah, man is one of the young ladies from Holy Childhood. And when we went over to St. Elizabeth Technical, we realized that we could give we could help a kid over there by talking to the principal and stuff like that. So, it's all about giving back and trying to help. So,
okay, so you have one from Holy Childhood High School and one from St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
Yeah, by traveling over to St. Elizabeth Technical High School and watch what's going on and talking to some of the kids them and listening to some of the things them. And Chris decides, you know what? We need to help a kid over here.
That is very good, because that looks like it doesn't, because initially it would sound like it was just a straight football scholarship, but the fact that you say a young lady from Holy Childhood, someone from, it's not limited to Excelsior, it's not limited to persons who play football.
No, man, it's fun. You see, our mission and program still, it's all about helping anyone, We're not just sticking to Excelsior alone, because we say loving the house, and loving the house don't stop at 137 Mountain View Avenue. It's supposed to go to 4 corners of the earth. So anywhere we can help anyone who need any help, we're going to try and do that. And that's what me and Christopher and the Green and Yellow Committee is all about. And the group.
Okay. And the scholarship, so what does the scholarship entails? Is just to help them in terms of probably school fees or school resources?
Okay. One of the kids in the scholarship, me and Christopher decides that we're going to take on this one for 5 years.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Go to upper 6, if you go to lower upper 6, we're going to go to 7 years. This kid,
whoa,
her name is Alexis, and my past principal and teacher from my previous school introduced me to her by the work that I've been doing, and she said, Sambo, this young lady needs help. So right at this moment, we are traveling and we are going to meet the family, and we also bring some stuff for her, because she didn't have anything to go to school. And we'll find out that she was missing when school started. She was missing school for a week. And as you know, school been started for how many weeks now? And to be honest, she must attend school maybe twice a week. So me and Chris decided, listen, she needs some more uniform and she needs some more stuff. So we jump on it. So right at this moment, we're trying to go visit the family and make sure that we have everything in place and make sure what we are doing, we're doing the right thing. And so what we are doing, we also tell the school and we tell everybody, we're just dealing with the kids. We're not going to move along and talk about we want to deal with parents and stuff like that. It's just the kids. We all focus on the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. And we hope, my hope is that as a person's hearing this kind of work, because the truth is, we don't know the reality of some of the things. You have to actually be on the ground to see some of the circumstances so we can be more abreast with the difficulties that people are facing and going through.
Yeah, because some of the scholarships, them are different, because different prices. Example, the guy them in the upper 6 costs more to maintain those guys, and lower 6, and the one them in the first farm and second farm. So we have a first farmer, we have a second farmer, and we have 2 6 farmer. And the 2 6 farmers, so coincident, the 2 of them is goalkeepers. So right now they're keeping something good.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? And I just met one of the kids, and me and him were there talking. I was like, somebody, I appreciate what you are doing. But man, to be honest here, what we are doing, one was doing that in my time when I was playing in the evening. So it's anything me and Chris can do to make a change for the kids and make them stay in school. We think we're doing something good.
Yeah, because I think this is so important, and that is also being highlighted. And I'm going to tell you why, because sometimes what we can do to help, someone, we don't realize that the little we do can have major impact. Because imagine a child who not able to go to school more than 2 days, you know, whatever the cost is,
Money.
and then
Money is
that's a minimal for many. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that if when you look at it, there are some of us that what it takes to help that child to go to school for 3 more days, it's what people squander.
Mannings, and you know what? And then the next thing I was, I'm saying, me and Chris decide you can't really go to school and you don't have nothing to eat, because really and truly you need food to really maintain and learn, because your brains have a function. If your brain's dead and you're not really taking anything, you're not really learn anything. So to me and Chris, well, she not have nothing to eat, so she said she not go to school, and so we're trying to fix that. So what we do now, Mannings, we go to the school and we ask them to set up a lunch program for her, and then we will follow up on the lunch program. And we have to give thanks to the principal, Mr. Bramfield, and the vice principal, Mr. Tamblinson and Mr. Monroe, because they are the ones that playing the most important part in setting up all these programs in the school for us. So we have to give thanks to them. So I'm saying, so with you telling me thanks, you have holy people right ahead of me telling me, Samba, thank you.
Yeah. There's a person here on the comment section. He says that he's dear Cobra, how can persons be a part of this group? That's my alma mater. I think that means he went to Excelsior. So he wants to know how he can be a part of what is. He can just check out the website.
Yeah. You can go on Instagram and you can go on the Facebook page. So, and another thing.
Go on Instagram go on Instagram and just tell me where to go on Instagram and find
So we have an Instagram page and we also have a WhatsApp. Sorry, an Instagram and a Facebook page where they can go and visit the site and see what we're all about. As I said, we say love in the house, so everybody is welcome to come on board.
All right. So the website, the Instagram handle is what? Just remind them for those who
is Green and Yellow Alley Cup.
So dear Cobra, go on Green and Yellow Alley Cup and put a message. Yeah. Send them a DM.
Yeah.
Right? And say, I am the person who was on I Am Sure Sports. And I'm sure that Chris or somebody will respond to you and talk.
Or even Mr. Hillary.
But somebody will correspond with you and show you how you can get involved. Because what these men are doing is what a lot of other people can do. I want people to know this, Samba, that people don't realize that there are some persons who, let's say, $20 is not a lot for them a week to give to somebody. And maybe you can go back to your old school and just say to a child, listen, school, give them lunch, and every week I will send $20 to help so that they can have
far
food.
Away.
Far
away.
Far
away. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Alexia was crying last week or week before when we just seemed to go and give her the scholarship. She was crying in school, never have any meal to eat.
Yeah.
So we look at that and was like, look, if you said $20, that can make sure that each kid in the school that don't have lunch money or bus fare or something can be all right.
Yeah.
So it's a good help. My grandmother always said one cocoa for basket, so at the end of the day, any amount will help a kid in school.
Okay, this person they played in Jeffrey Maxwell days in 1980s.
Tell him I know him, man. I know him if you play for Jeffrey Maxwell.
Well,
I didn't play with Moody.
All right, you hear that there, Akuba? They said that mean you play with Moody.
Play with Sky and Buster if you play for Jeffrey Maxwell time. So me I say, Charlie Miller. He said, them man they play. Them man the Jeffrey Maxwell coach, and Oliver Clue take over the team in the night 84 to 85.
Okay.
But Manning,
yeah, man, go ahead.
You know what I want? You know what I want to make the world know? You know that yesterday, right? Yesterday we were traveling, right? We went to visit Ali. Went to visit up by Ali graveside. A bunch of us, right? So meanwhile we were traveling, we come back to Mountain View and we were traveling. And by the time we reach at the top of Mountain View at a gas station to buy some gas, we meet up in one of our best friends. You know who was that Manning's man? Fitzroy, Bucky Barnes, Jackson.
Oh, no, okay.
Mornings, man, I want to bring this up. And
Oh,
so when
you
time I
really
step
want?
out of the
All
car,
right, go ahead, go ahead.
morning, hold on a morning. So when I step out of the car, the first thing Bucky said to me, you know, cause I try to play, all I will play with Bucky, me, Chris. Yeah. So so when we saw him and stuff like that, and he were there talking, and I step out the car and said, General Sambon, and we were there talking, and I said, Bucky, you know what? You need to get yourself together on a whole and thing, you know. But besides that, him need help, and everybody trying to help him, and then the same thing we trying to do. So to be honest, what I'm trying to say, I feel good in myself to all the pictures that I see on social media, and that I could travel to Jamaica. Me and Christopher and Ryan, everyone that he played with in his young time could really see him. So man, man, that really touched me yesterday for really see him and
Yeah,
hug him and just
every
be
time.
around him.
Well, that is true, but every time, like, you know, that's a tough one because I kind of understand some of the complexity of the whole situation, and it's very difficult sometimes to talk about it because, you know, you see, with help sometimes we have to want change, you know, because no matter what you do for me, Sambo, if deep down I mean, I have the willpower to make certain decisions to change myself, you end up wasting your resources. And
well,
so,
I'm a part of the first help, you know, with Mikey Tola and someone. But
there you
besides
go.
that,
Yeah.
as a person and Chris, we were just glad to see him, and that's just my point. It's not, you know, I know all the help and whatever, but you know, some people say I don't want to see him or whatever. Me, we're just glad
to see him.
Yeah, I was just glad to see him. Remember, you know, me and my friend them passed, and I can't see them no more. So if I can see him, it was good. I don't know why, but I'm just happy. Me and Chris was like, yo, make a day.
Definitely. I see the person saying that I was there with Bagger, Left Hand, O'Neal Thomas, Noel Brissett, to name a few. A link with Cody Walsh was my classmate.
Man, I talk about nine. I don't know them, man. The British play way in the 79, 78 and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, man. But good work you guys doing, man. Good work you guys doing. I'm telling you, good work you're doing. And like I say, works like these should inspire others to get on board, you know, and do likewise in their little space, because that's what we need to change Jamaica and change the world, you know. If each of us can make a little impact in the communities that we are and change one life, because sometimes that's just one life we need for change, you know. We can't change everybody, you know. But when you do that for that young lady and she grows up and she walk into some wealth, she is so empowered that she can in return help 5 instead of 1. And then when the 5 that she helped, you understand me, if 2 out of that 5 have the same heart as her, each of them take 5, that's 10. And the numbers keep on expanding and growing. But it has to start somewhere. And I think this is what all of us have to do. With all the negativity surrounding us as a nation and as a people, we have to still find ways of doing the little we can to help and transform one person's life. And that is important. And sometimes it is as simple as ensuring that a child have food while they are in school, or have a proper uniform to wear, or have the necessary things to be engaged in school and enhance the medication. So again, I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I always delight to have you on to talk about it, because I believe it serves to inspire others to get involved in their alma mater. And you know, yeah.
Well, man, like I said, always thank you, and I do appreciate it. And I hope I will see you tomorrow. I want you always to be a part of what we are doing, because
yeah, man. 8 a.m. at the Excelsior High School.
8 a.m. and also have your Silent Giant CD, okay?
Big up Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi. Yeah. Before I leave, that's the first thing he said. So, Sambo, make sure you have one thing. And I do have it. So tomorrow morning you will get there.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right. Blessings, Chris. Bless up, you know.
Yes,
sir. Yeah, Admiral.
Yes,
Sir Samba, blessings, you know.
Loving the house, man.
Loving the house, man. Every time.
Appreciate this media.
Every time. Right. Loving the house, man. Blessings.
All right.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, people. The men from Excelsior making a difference at their alma mater. You can do the same for your school. I see Fresh got here saying that Conte said that Richarlison will be ready for the World Cup because the injury isn't as bad as first thought. So that is good news for Brazil. That's good news for Arsenal. That means they will still continue to leave out Gabriel Jesus, which means that he'll be well rested after the World Cup for Arsenal. So good news, it all in all, and I'm very grateful for that. Hey, listen, we have just hit the 2 hour mark, and that means we have come to the end of this program at this time because we will be back later for our 8 p.m. edition. I want you to join us at that time. Remember, we have a new platform that we're also pushing. It's called I Am Sure Sports Caribbean. So please make sure that you find it on YouTube and deal with it. Yes, and the General Secretary will be taking his position at the beginning of November. So Mr. Dennis Chung is the new GM, the new General Secretary for the Jamaica Football Federation, and he officially takes office in the beginning of November, which is a couple of weeks away from here. So it is no longer speculation, but confirmation that he will be installed as the General Secretary for Jamaica Football Federation. Thank you so much for that reminder, Jason. We got pulled all over the place, but it's good to come back to our key points and topic. All right. Again, so thanks to every one of you. Thanks for the super chats, the super stickers. Well, no super stickers. We got a super chat. Thanks for that. Thanks for the likes, for the shares. Thanks for the persons who came on and viewed. Thanks for the interaction. As usual, we are never able to pick up all the comments and respond to them, but we hope that you'll still join us again and comment. You understand me? Really, really appreciate the work you're doing, but very important that you go and begin. Hope that convo with you all does well. Just hope that convo with you all does well. What convo? I missed that one, Jason. Right? So again, that I Am Sure Sports Caribbean. On the 23rd, we have a next big, massive Caribbean-based focused interview. It will be about the World Cup 2026. You're going to want to tune into that. So you need to go over now and begin to hit that subscribe button over there. I Am Sure Sports Caribbean. It costs you nothing. All right. So go over there and do that and spread the word. Right. Listen. Oh. Yes. Yeah, man. I think so. In fact, people, hold on there. Let me take this one. I will say this. Listen. All right. So if you read the newspaper today, Mr. Hill from the JPL talked about the social part of the football. I remember in the discussion that we had, we spoke about the need for the clubs to get involved in the social part of the program. And there is dialogue between Neo and Mr. Chung. So people, that is why when we come to the programs and we have these guests on, we must present solutions because they listen. And if the solutions make sense, we'll see them implemented. So yes, Jason, that's happening. Yeah, I used to be that person. I am the same person, Nitro. Was a call of the year over there. I haven't called back in a while still, but we still keep in touch, Need to shout them up and think. Once you argue. I are the one, Nitro. Make sure CC and Cranky is on tonight. I need to beat them bad. Some of their Arsenal utterances. All right, CC and Cranky. The man them say they need to beat bad about some of the Arsenal utterances. But Cranky's an Arsenal fan, The Cobra. What did Arsenal Cranky say about Arsenal? Cranky, I gonna tell you this. Cranky is going to correct some of you because somebody was talking about the age in the Premier League, and Cranky was right. And he found the information and he sent it to me. So later when he comes on, you can all take him on. Man, I thought you were playing football at the Hey, listen, I really want it's not too late yet, but Duckland, me I tell you, I don't feel Me not feel it. Me not feel it. Me not feel the it's not too late, but me not feel it. Me not feel the vibe. Me not know, you know. I have to work sometimes with how you feel. It's a holiday, kids, wife, you know, you have to stay with the family. You don't know. But respect. Listen, I'm manning this man. This has been I Am Sure Sports again. Thank you so much for being a part of this vibrant discussion. Big up to the Liverpool fans, the Arsenal fans, the Real Madrid fans. Big up El Brasilo, the champions of the World Cup. Man said that the crystal ball is clearer than ever before. The eyeglasses are working. Big up on yourself, people. Have a great day. All right. And we will talk later. All right. Man is man. Listen, if you want, I could do commentary on the game for those of you who are not able to see the game, the El Clasico. So if you want me to do commentary on the game and do a watch along, just right now I need 10% to say, yeah, go ahead and do it. And we do a watch along and then just segue into the show. So if you want me to do a watch along and do commentary on the game for you, or Arnett Gardens versus Waterhouse, right now, just thumbs up or say, yes, watch along. And we do it. And we do a watch along. So let me see. 1. We get 1. We need 10. Big up Dre anyways in the building. That's 1 we get. Peso alone said. Peso, you alone. You alone. See, we get 1 from the farmer. All right. We have a call coming in. Yeah, caller, we are about to wrap up the show, but say you have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
I don't need 2 minutes. Come there, listening, you know, big up on yourself, you know. Dre, Travis, Fresh God. I say Fresh God, a Manchesterian man. Yes, I want to see that game. And I thought you would be there and playing in your glasses in the Masters. I want to celebrate.
The celebrity.
I thought you would be in Arnett Garden right now, sitting down with bigger than Byron Earl, them and Belly Dias, them and the man enjoy the thing.
Cho.
Sipping on your favorite sip and enjoying the game and giving us a live feed from the game so we can know what going on.
Cho, you know you're right.
I say yes 2 times to 2 other people. Let me know which part
all right,
work.
All right. Don't worry. I have somebody there who will give me live updates.
And as I told you earlier, you have the platform today because some other people now work today. So run it. And you are people want to like, share, and comment and drop a super chat for all the service one I get today. Drop 1 for me and drop for me.
Did the people come over there and subscribe to your Instagram?
Yeah, man, about 6 people from over here come over there or 7. But only 2 people send me them number. The other rest of people, they are foreigner, them rich and no one no credit.
So here you are, people. So if you need,
just go on.
How do you go again? They come over to Gunners
Piners
Corner. Piners Corner on Instagram. One word. Piners Corner.
Just join up the thing, man, and drop me a link.
If you join up, right, he will give you credit.
Drop your number in my DM and you will get a credit.
And you get,
but you want my one time do it, and if you unsubscribe me, I take back my credit because I'm a bad mind like that. Yeah, my bad mind like that.
Oh Jesus!
If you unsubscribe, you're taking back my credit.
All right. Duklan, I don't understand what you mean by other link. So people, if you need some credit, just go over there and just subscribe to Piners Corner right now. And your credit up. If you subscribe already, don't unsubscribe and resubscribe and try to get more credit. You understand me? Don't do that.
I'm sure so on a like, want to see what me I do over there. But don't like it and just put a like on it and drop a comment tonight. See them with you, you know. Because that's how me I do. I grow a platform where me can be stupid and make out a laugh. And that me I gotta do. But make we build it first. Make we have some people that follow. So when it's a fine action going live on Instagram, we can have even 50 people before we start get trouble.
All right, boss. All right.
Bless up, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. Bless up, Piney.
Yeah, man. Make sure we get the game in the man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'm going to do that. I'm going to help you out with that. Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to you around 8 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna talk to you after here because I think I need to beg you something. I know you can't afford what I'm gonna beg you, so I'm gonna call you when I later on when we leave work, like around 8:30. So I'm going to give you a call. All right.
All right. Blessings, man.
If you're not doing no show at the time.
Yeah, man. All right then, Piney. All
right,
right,
bless
yeah,
up.
man. All right. So there you go, people. That's the end of the show for you. Again, join us this evening. Some person have said yes, do the watch along and the commentary. So we'll be doing that for you. I am Man's Man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And when it gets to this point, we normally say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Oh, Chubba Dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocherase, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.